Playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday, we continue a Super Wild Card weekend here on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Let's go now.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give to Cook on the read option. Broken tackle. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Jackson from the shotgun.
said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Third down and 13. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got Booker. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And whistle blown. Taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quentin Williams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down to number 3, getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Shifts. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our power ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Here's Booker on the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great control.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Antonio Johnson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now left side on the swing pass. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it. Chubb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Draymond Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move to the 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Forced out to his left. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this one's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Ready.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Check. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Let go.
2nd and 10. Hooker back to the air. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ready, ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warriors, 70. Go street. 60 Maverick. 6, 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Hooker. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Ready, ready.
Option play. Here's Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
Hooker now off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Cook following the penalty. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Hooker. He'll complete this one to Watson. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing. Hooker rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's second and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Hooker on first down. He'll buy some time right. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hooker. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Left side, Cook. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. James Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Antonio Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down in the yard. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 40, Bears 3.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card. And my goodness, another interception. Now he's loose at the 40, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's got a man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.